Hi everyone, I thought I would take a moment to share with you how to easily go into Serge Fun Club. So if you're a new member or you're just kind of getting back to the website and you haven't logged in a little while and you need a little refresher, that's what this is. So if you look in that upper left hand corner in the toolbar in that search engine area, I've placed sergefunclub.com into that area, and I'm going to go ahead and place return or enter on my keyboard. It's going to bring up the website. And when you come into the website, the first thing that I want you to notice is this area over here that says Contact Us and the little gray silhouette. So this is the area that you're going to click on to be able to log in, place your login information. But before we do that, let me just scroll down because you have other areas that you can take a look at. Maybe you're not a member and you're wondering what Serge Fun Club has to offer. Look at all of these monthly fabulous projects that we've already created and uploaded to the website. So if you are someone who wants to create and learn together in a fun way, this is a great club for you. I prepare these videos and these projects step by step so you can watch those tutorials and create the projects along with me while learning about your Serger. There's so many wonderful things you can do with a Serger, and I really believe that creating smaller projects or projects that are a little more in-depth gives you the experience and the opportunity to get really comfy with your Serger and what a Serger can do. Alright, so let's go back on up to the top. And notice I'm just scrolling up and down. Now let's go ahead and click over here in this area where the little gray silhouette is. We'll click that area. It pops up my library, settings, and log out. I'm already logged in. So if you see this option to where it doesn't give you a login option, that means you've logged in before and your computer is remembering. Let's go ahead and click log out. And now whenever you go to the website, if I were to place my sergefunclub.com or just search Fun Club up here and search it, it's going to bring up the website, and instead of saying contact us, it's also going to say contact us and log in also. And you would just click on that little area and it'll bring you right into where you will place your user ID and your password. And once you do that, you may want your computer to remember it if you haven't already. And you can just click the little area here where it says remember me, and then the next time you come log in, all of your credentials will already be remembered, and you'll just have that area in that upper right hand corner that says contact us and then the little gray silhouette. You can click on that little gray silhouette, go into your library, and find your content that I have prepared for you. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll do a couple little things so you can get comfortable. We'll select submit. We'll give it a moment. My computer is just asking me if I want it to give it a check. I don't. You probably won't get that message. So now here you go. I am logged into the site. I only see contact us and the little silhouette. So let's scroll down. And you'll notice that now it looks a little bit different. So if you scroll down and you see what I'm looking at right now, your Serge Fun Club community and your membership area. Now I have the annual membership in this area. You may have a monthly membership, so yours will look a little bit different. It'll say something different than what mine says. It'll look like this, but it'll say something different. So let me scroll back on up here. Another question that we get a lot is how to register for the webinars. So once you're logged in, okay, we're logged in, so it says My Library. We'll scroll down and you'll see Visit the Webinar Calendar now. Let's click on that. We'll give it a minute to think. Look how pretty that purple tea is. We'll view the calendar. And now you'll notice if we've uploaded, Zandra comes in here and she uploads the links to the upcoming webinars. And so if you'll notice here in this area, we have 2 that we can register for. So all you will do is click register now. This will be for our January webinar. You're going to place your name here. My computer is remembering my name and my email address. And then we'll just click register now. And then you're going to get an email. Maybe you just heard my computer receive a little ding saying that I've registered, and it also tells you that you've registered. So now I am registered for that January Serge Fun Club webinar. If you want to watch that webinar live, then you can also watch that webinar live with us. Let me just close that tab out. So if you have not yet gotten comfortable with this process, if you go into the calendar and you don't see anything here, that just means the links aren't there just yet. So give us a little bit longer. We'll place those in before you know it, and then you can go and register. Like I said, Zondra's already placed 2 links for our January and our February webinar, so you can sign up for those whenever you get ready. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go back in my little search engine over here. Again, I'm in my library, so now I'm going to scroll down. We've got to really get comfortable scrolling. The next thing that I want to share with you is how to just navigate into your membership area once you're there. So I'm going to click on the membership area, that little icon, and you'll notice that I'm going to get annual membership April to March. That's what mine says. Yours may say something a little differently depending on what you've signed up for. And then when we scroll down, you'll notice the first thing that we see is webinar extra videos. So every time we do a webinar, I go in and I upload. If I create any individual educational little snippet type videos, I upload all of those individually in this area. So in May, here are the ones that I prepared in May. June tutorials. Here are the extra webinar tutorials I prepared and uploaded. And I do these individually just so if you're interested in going back and just watching any of the educational little snippet webinar tutorials I create for our live webinars, you can watch them individually and you don't have to go through our recording. So you'll notice now I'm down to the area to where it says it has our label as our webinar recordings. If you are in this area, you can actually re-watch those webinars whenever you would like to. Maybe you couldn't watch it live, but if you want to go back and watch these, then you can watch those live, recorded webinars as many times as you would like. All right, so now October, November. Now you'll notice here that I have an area that says January. So if you'll notice up here in our webinar recordings, what happens is once those are downloaded, it takes a little while, but once they're downloaded and they're ready, then Zondra usually will place those right here in this area, so the latest one will rest underneath here. So when December is ready to upload, you'll see December just below the November webinar recording. Okay, now again, let's scroll down a little further. So here we have January. This is our latest release at the time that I'm recording this video for you, this little tutorial for you. So what we've done is we've relocated the most recent tutorial for it to position itself right here at the top of our project area, which is right below all of the webinar recording area. So if we go into January, here is our latest project. You'll notice here I have an icon that says Stackable Floral Embellishments Embroidery Set Download. So if you click in this area, it's going to bring you to another page. And this is where you can download your embroidery design set. Look over to the right where it says downloads. If I click on this area that has the name on it, you'll notice that my computer just downloaded it down here in the lower left hand corner. So it's going to go onto your computer. You'll want to know where your computer saves it, and you're the one that determines that. You can go into your downloads and maybe bring it on over to a flash drive. That way you'll be ready to bring those embroidery designs into your embroidery machine when you're ready to stitch any of those. Now I can also look over here in the right hand corner and find the next thing that is in that area. And the next thing that's in that category is the Snuggle Up Scarf PDF instruction download. And if I click right here, it will also bring that up for me. Let me back up though. We're going to go back because there's a couple of ways for you to get to things. So you'll notice on our main page here you also see the Snuggle Up Scarf PDF instruction download. Let's click on that. And then once again, if you look over here to that lower little right hand corner, you see that it's titled Downloads, and there is our Snuggle Scarf PDF instruction. I clicked on it and now my computer downloaded those instructions. I had to think there for a minute. In that lower left area, you saw that happen. So let's just go ahead and click on my PDF download. Now this is my computer, okay? So yours may look a little bit differently. And here is the PDF download. When you download and you go through the instructions that I've prepared for you, here is what they look like. You may want to print them out. I know that a lot of you have told me that you have started a notebook and you print out your written instructions and you have them all labeled for whatever project it is that we're going through together. So you'll notice I'll scroll over here on the left hand side. There's quite a few pages because I try to really give you a very organized and simplistic, thorough experience. So we have 29 pages for this instruction, these PDF instructions. All right, so let me go ahead and X out of that. And now we're back on my website here. Now I'm going to go to the back arrow once again. And here we have January that we've looked at. In some of your months, you're going to have multiple things available to you because that's going to coordinate with the project that I've designed and prepared for you. Now underneath there, you're going to find your video tutorials for for whatever project month you're in. So January video tutorials, these are my tutorials that I've prepared for you for all of this January project. I always give you a little hello from Lori. You can click in there and take a look at that. And whenever I place each one of these tutorials within the website, you'll notice that by now, if you have been in Serge Fun Club for a while, you're really comfortable with how I place them within the area. I number them so that they're going to be the process in the order that you want to watch each video to accomplish the project step by step in an orderly manner. So number 1, then you would go to number 2, and I also just label these little thumbnails in a way that coordinate or coincide with your PDF instructions. Hopefully you've noticed that by now as well. So sometimes you have more videos within each month, just depending on the projects. I like to really give you some project months that maybe it's a simpler project. You're going to be able to accomplish it much quicker, or some that are a little more in depth, because I know that sometimes we're just wanting something to do very quick and easy. Now, if you look at the bottom of the screen here, I have a number 2. So to go to our next set of tutorials, our past month tutorial, let's skip over to page number 2. We'll scroll down. There's December. December comes before January. And you'll notice that you have a few more things to choose from in this area for December. You have your embroidery set download. You also have some printable positioning templates. And whenever you see this happen, it's usually because within the project, I like to allow those to be available to you just in case you don't have an embroidery program that allows you to print your positioning templates. And within the tutorials at some point, I use those templates and show you how to use them for placement if you have an embroidery machine that doesn't really give you any easy or extra types of placement features within your embroidery machine. So I just find that those are helpful sometimes. And in this one, we also have a pattern downloads. You have a PDF pattern here in this one. And then once again, here are your PDF written instructions. And again, here are your video tutorials for this project. Hello from myself, and all of your step-by-step video tutorials. And in this one, it runs from 1 to 16. Now just continue to scroll down. As you continue to scroll down, you'll go to the previous month. So there's November and October. And we'll just keep scrolling. And you'll find every previous month that is available to you, here's September, within your members library. This is the annual membership, so I'm going to have everything available to me within this membership area because I have an annual membership. That's going to include absolutely all of my 2021 starting in April through March 2022. All right, now I'm going to scroll back up. But basically, this is the option. So every time when you get into your membership area, just keep in mind that the first thing that you're going to see at the very top is going to be all of the webinar content. So if you want to see the rest of your content, you'll want to continue to scroll down and click into whatever monthly project. Here at the bottom, I can go again from 1, 2, or 3. I can go forward with the areas as well. Now, we went through a couple of those pages, so we were on page 2, and now as I scroll back up, we're going through the webinar section. So the secret is to just scroll all the way down past your webinar section and go into whichever monthly project that you want to access. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to click on that little icon, and that brings us right back to the beginning. I hope this was helpful for you, and it's going to get you a little comfortable just scrolling through and finding your content. But remember, you have to be logged in. Because this says contact us, that just tells me I'm already logged in. It doesn't say contact us and logged in. So if I wanted to log in and I wasn't already logged in, you would have the word log in, you would click on the silhouette and log in, just like I showed you earlier in this little snippet type screen record tutorial. Okay guys, I hope this was helpful for y'all. Let me get back to creating another project for y'all. Thank y'all so much for being Serge Fun Club members and being in my Facebook group. If you have friends that you think may want to join, be sure to share the Serge Fun Club with them and post your pictures within the group. I love seeing your pictures from your projects posted in the group as well. Take care and have a great day.